Good evening, and welcome to the Milwaukee baseball grounds in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for tonight's game between the Boston Ruffians and our home side, the Milwaukee Dutchmen. At this time, let us introduce the starting lineup of the visiting Boston Ruffians. Batting first, the left fielder, number 35, Wiggly Bispo. Number 14, Wiggly Bispo. Batting second, the center fielder, number 6, Slog Thombid. Batting third, the second baseman, number 27, Cook Can Lloyd. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 30, Rogue Bison. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 5, Pretend Esposito. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 10, Corky Handshake. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 17, Throat Boulder. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 35, Virgil Sacrifice. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 37, Gary Antoinette. And it's hop, hop to the Dutchmen. Let's make some noise, Dutchmen and Dutch women, for our beloved home side as they take the field. The second baseman, number 10, Ben Mock Stramplison. The center fielder, number 45, Chesty Squiders. The first baseman, number 4, Booty Crooks. The shortstop, number 19, Max Beef. The right fielder, number 28, Bustles Moxon. Left fielder, number 59, Joey Bread. The third baseman, number 27, Venus Jackson. The catcher, number 15, Rob Dobstar. And taking the mound, the starting pitcher, number 6, Donut Shookworth. And let's hear it, Milwaukee, for our lovely Dutchmen, the 1919 Continental League defending champions. And give a hop, hop to the Dutchmen.
Hello, good to have you here. This is Ronald McSticks of Radio 9XM, coming to you live from the Milwaukee baseball grounds over here on Wisconsin Public Radio for the second of this three-game series between the Milwaukee Dutchmen, who are pitching, that is strike one, looking to Wiggly Bispo, who makes contact on the second pitch, and it is already gone for a home run to industry on the second pitch of the game. Well, I'm still giving my introduction, and Wiggly Bispo hits his third home run of the season. He's been batting .322, and that is quite the accomplishment. And this is going to be Slug Thombid, who grounds it right to the first baseman, Booty Cooks, touches the bag, and it is out number 1. And here is Cook Can Lloyd. And that is going to be out number 2, bring up Rogue Bison in at first base.
Right. Inside. Inside, off the plate.
Working that pitch count to 3-1. Makes contact, and he's found the gap. I think that might drop into, yes, it will. It'll be a double for Bison. And with 2 outs, Pretend Esposito.
Pitch is outside.
Will now come to the plate. Smashes that one foul. 2-1 the count.
High.
That is ball number 3. And he's going to walk Esposito. Well, that's not the worst of batsmen to walk. Esposito is a bit of a dangerous batsman.
Whoa.
Batting 16 hits early in this season, so he's walking.
Too high.
This is Corky Handshake, the backup catcher. He's had 22 at-bats so far this season, 364 his average. Very much appreciative to the new intern we hired that I can have statistics to read off to you fine people. And he's going to be walking as well, so Donut Shookworth having a torrid affair, so to speak, with the bases loaded. That is Rogue Bison with the double on third. Esposito walk, handshake walk, and this should hopefully be an easy third out. Well, all is good. The home run, the only blip on the radar, but 3 are stranded, and the Dutchmen will now move to the plate as the Ruffians take the field. And it's Ben Mark Stramperson, the second baseman. Grounds out for out number 1 on the first pitch. This is Chesty Squiders.
Now batting, number 4, the first baseman.
And Booty Hooks with 2 outs is up to the plate. 2 pitches and 2 outs, but that's the first one that's not resulting in an out. 2 balls so far. And that's going to drop into, well, it's going to hit the wall, and Hooks with a 2-out double keeps Dealing alive for the Dutchmen. Bringing up Max Beef.
Outside.
And Beef.
Nope, that's inside. Nope, outside. Take the
And he's going to walk. So Bassos Maxin coming up to the plate, first pitch, and it's an out. So 2 stranded for the Dutchmen. And a score of 1-0 after 1.
Strike.
Starting things out.
Foul ball.
Well, an 0-2 count with a foul ball. That is Virgil sacrifice.
Inside.
Bottom of the order. And he's going to drop that one. Well, again, that's 125 all season. And he drops in a double. Donut Shookworth is having a time out there. This might be a busy day for the bullpen. If nothing else, he has been throwing a whole lot of pitches.
Strike.
And Gary Antoinette, the pitcher spot.
Out.
He will pop that one out to the right fielder, and they will get the double play. Fancy Dan double play on the tag up. Virgil sacrifice not fast enough, and the throw from Muxon to Venus Jackson was a good one on target, and that is the fielding prowess of these Dutchmen that we saw last season, that we hope to see. We see glimmers of hope, and this should be an easy one for Muxon, and gets Bisco. And Joey Brett will start things off.
Foul ball.
Apologize for the communication issues. We have currently with the Dutchman back up to the plate. It is Rob Dobster. With one out. And Dobster's going to send that one into the gap. That will move the runner to third, and he will go home. So Dobster is in with a double, and he gets the RBI. It is tied at 1 in a big play. That was moving Venus Jackson there. Well, Shookworth is going to pop that one right up to the pitcher, and out number 2 will bring us to the top of the order. It is Ben Walk-Stramplerson. Stramplerson did ground out, and he's going to hit that right to Virgil's sacrifice, and he's going to get a single with the RBI, as the error may have given an extra chance for Dobster to find his way home, so that is possibly an error. But most certainly 2-1 in favor of the Dutchmen. Bring up Chesty Squiders, so the fortune favors the Dutchmen on that one. And that is not going to be recorded an error. That will be an RBI single to Ben Walk-Stramplerson as Squiders records the third out. And we go back to the top of the third with Slog Thombin. Apologies, we're going to break from the action just to go ahead and give thanks to our sponsors. The industry, the home run in the first inning, hit by Wiggly Bispo, is brought to you by Industry, brand of colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. Because when you're out on the town and a lovely lass asks what that intoxicating smell is, you just look at her in the eye and say, "My darling, that is Industry." And of course, the double play that was recorded by the Milwaukee Dutchmen, brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your coif with Fancy Dan and their assortment of styling salves, gelatin-based hair treatments, hair lubricants, and of course, crimping powder. Because why be a Mitchell when you can be a Fancy Dan? That's going to be out 2. Chesty Squiders for out number 3. That was Rogue Bison with that one.
Now batting, number 4, the first baseman.
And we are seeing Boody Quooks. Boody Quooks. And he's going to pop that one out for out number 1. Max Beef was walked in the first inning. And that's not going to make good contact. It'll go right to pretend Esposito. Throw in time to Bison. Out number 2 with Bustles. Muxon coming up here. Muxon was the third out, stranding 2 runners. In the first, and he's going to fly that one out right to the glove of Virgil Sacrifice, who gave a gallant of a leap. He gallantly leapt into the air and brings an end to the inning. Well, that catch is worth a salt, which is why it's brought to you by Salt, the seasoning craze that is sweeping the nation. You can try it on anything, found wherever salt is sold. Starting things off, it is Pretend Esposito dropping that one off the big wall in center field here at the Milwaukee baseball grounds. And he is on with a double, bringing up Corky Handshake, who was walked, as was Esposito, in the first inning. We are seeing some offense come to life for the Dutchmen as, well, that is out number 1 as Handshake is thrown out, but it does move Esposito to third base. Potential for the sacrifice fly for Throat Boulder, 0 for 1. And it looks like they might have to send that home. No, they go for the out at second, so the sacrifice does come into play. It is now tied at 2, and the bases are clear for Virgil Sacrifice at a double in the second to lead off the second, and he's going to fly that one right out to Chesty Squiders. Bringing in to the top of the 4th. Joey Bread is up next. And Bread, of course, 0 for 1. Bread is hitting .318 this season. 0 far. He's got one home run, and that's going to not help his average. He's going to pop that one right up to Slog Thombid for out number 1.
Nope. Inside, off the plate.
Seeing Venus Jackson had a double in the second inning, and he's going to be walked. Gary Antoinette having trouble finding the placement of his pitches today, it seems. A little bit of control issues after a lockdown start to the game. And we're seeing Rob Dobster. He had the double RBI double in the second. He's going to pop that one up, and Jackson will have to retreat back to first base. Donut Shookworth, the pitcher, with 2 outs. Venus Jackson still on first. He smashes that one. It's not going to go far enough. Right to the glove of Willie Bispo. Retires the side. At the end of 4, it is tied at 2 apiece in this hotly contested one between Milwaukee and Boston.
Nope, that's inside.
And starting things off, it is Gary Antoinette.
You're out.
And he's going to pop that one into foul territory. Booty Cooks with the catch. Back to the top of the order, Wiggly Bispo had the opening home run of the game. The opening score of the game, a solo shot home run on the leadoff hit of the first inning. The very first, I think, second pitch of the game was the home run. He was 1 for 2 today.
Too high.
And Shookworth has filled up the count, trying to get him to bite at something, and he's going to get him looking, not even swinging. Well, that was a hefty pitch from Donut Shookworth. To get a very difficult out. Here is Slog Thombid. 1-1 the count. That's the Boston hitters are seeing that they possibly could test the control of Shookworth, but that's going to be an easy one. Jackson throwing to Cooks for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the bottom of the 5th, tied at 2. Now we're back to the top of the lineup for the Dutchmen. Ben Mock Stramplesen is going to pop that one up. And that will be out number 1 in an instant. Here is Chesty Squiders. 0 for 2 today, Squiders.
Right.
Big swing for strike 1. And he smashes that one high and just that to the warning track.
Now batting.
Go
number
0 for
4,
3, and
the first
Squiders is
baseman.
batting .327 all season. I was almost certain that was going to be another home run. And here's Booty Cooks. Goes into foul territory with 2 outs. Cooks is above 300 as well, 318. Taking a lot of contact. And he strikes out that one. So the K goes into your playing scorecards. And at the end of 5, still tied at 2. Game of razor-thin margins, this one. The Dutchmen are fortunate to get an 8-5 victory in the opening game of this series just yesterday. Putting both teams at 5 and 8. That's going to be a line right to Booty Cooks, first baseman, looking alive there. And it looks like that will be at 4. Donut Shookworth. In comes Food Thoyd, the star relief pitcher. One of the most powerful pitchers the Dutchmen have. And he was a late pickup. That's going to be lined out right to Ben Mock Stramplesen for out number 2. And Thoyd with 2 outs.
Outside.
Working pretend Esposito. He's already got Lloyd and Bison. But Esposito has a double and he walked in the first. And it looks like it's going to be an easy ground ball. Max Beef throwing to Booty Cooks. A 1-2-3 inning, and Food Thoyd coming in the 6th. So a good relief effort required for him. But Shookworth got into the fifth, and after getting into a bit of a jam early in this game, made it 5 innings, which is not going to be statistically a quality start for Shookworth, but it is going to be beneficial.
That pitch is too low. Outside.
And 3-1 the count for Beef. And he's going to make contact. That's going to drop into center field. So he's on with a single to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Bustles Muxon 0 for 2 today. Muxon. He's hitting 234, and he's going to, well, it's going to be fielder's choice. So Beef is called out at second. Almost hitting him right in the kneecap. That one is in the dirt. Perhaps Mr. Antoinette's day is going to a close. That is pitch number 59 for Antoinette. And it's going to be popped up high in the air. Wiggly this ball getting under it. And that is out number 2. Bustles Muxon staying at first base. Venus Jackson 1 for 1 today. He has a double and he walked. He walked in the 4th inning, and he's going to pop that one high up into the air. Throat boulder is under it. And it leaves one on. The deadlock yet to be broken. 2 apiece after 6. And coming in as a pinch hitter is Squire Pondwood. Interesting decision there. As I imagine that will not be a consistent play for Pondwood at catcher. I imagine it's a pinch hitter for Corky Handshake, and that's going to be an easy second out of Throat Boulder. And out comes Virgil Sacrifice. In comes Gert Junction. The first baseman has been sharing time with Rogue Bison. And he hits that one high, and just the warning track. It's an easy catch for Squiders, but it did give a bit of a scare for just a moment. And I'd have to imagine there's going to be some shaking up in the fielding, as Rob Dobster coming out for Nello Buthrot. Pondwood is coming out for Corker. And Junction coming out for Midtown. So interesting things here. We see Esposito has moved to shortstop, and he's going to get that one.
Outside.
Out number 1 of Buthrot. Quite the fashion these days.
Inside.
Quite the fashion these days, subbing out using a pinch hitter and putting in your backup catcher during the game. Good to keep the muscles fresh of them. I believe that was a single.
Nope.
I did miss who that was, unfortunately. I
High.
don't think that was Donald Shookworth. I believe he came out. I don't think that was Scoot Floyd, actually. To confirm that, well, that is Ben Stramplerson with a single up the middle, fielded by Thombid. And in comes Chesty Squiders, who's had a terror of a time today. Out goes Antoinette Sandy Carfax. Coming into pitch now. Well, Carfax gives up a 2 runs on the opening pitch, and it's a double for Squiders. Brings home Stramplerson, and who I believe might have been Food Thoyd. Might have been someone else.
Inside, off the plate. Low. Out. Inside.
facing Max Beef. And that's where the Beef is. With a single. Well, usually Beef is known for hitting it out of the park. Found his way into the side in place of Hoon McMunch. It was more of a fielding shortstop, but the Dutchmen needed to make some changes to their play. And Muxon hits it high. Is it far enough? It is to industry. A home run for Bustle's Muxon. And what a day for Bustle's Muxon. That is his 5th home run of the season. And Joey Dredd, with 2 outs, will get on with a single. That is his first hit of the game. And it is open wide for the Dutchmen now, 7-2. And the chain keeps going. Venus Jackson in for a single. Well, 2 outs. It's Nello Buthrot again. He was the pinch hitter that recorded the first out, if I recall.
Inside.
My word.
Right.
And it's going to get into the glove of Cocan Lloyd to bring it into the side. Well, 10 batters took the plate. And many runs were scored. So, in comes Boys Hardin to replace, Hofty Bagdo will replace Joey Dredd. And Booty Poops will move to catcher. He is the backup catcher for the Dutchmen.
Too high. Foul.
And that's going to get right past the diving Stramplison. And on with a single. It was the 9th spot, and I'm not entirely certain who was coming in the 9th spot for the pitcher. But Wiggly Bisbal hits his 2nd home run of the day. It is now 7-4. This game is far from over as Slug Thombid lines that one right to the glove of Stramplison. He is over for today, and Slug Thombid is not having a day that he would like to remember. Meanwhile, that is Cocan Lloyd keeping this inning alive. With a double, his first hit of the game. And Food Thoyd is getting lit up here in the top of the 8th. With a runner on second, he's given up a home run. And that's hit high into the air. Is it far enough? Is it going to stay in? It is actually foul and goes off the wall. Rogue Bison giving everyone a scare. And that is going to be an easy second out. He almost got the double play. Rogue Bison grounding it to Jackson. I think Cocan Lloyd had to slide back into second. Very close there, and we're very much on the edge of our seat to get this 3rd out and bring it into this run. Hits it foul, Pretend Esposito. He has been 2 for 3 today with a walk, a double, and a triple. And he's going to strike out swinging to end the inning. What a big out to get that Food Thoyd was able to manufacture there. He's going to take the plate. We'll see if Thoyd will, in fact, no, he will be done for the day. Hoon McMunch coming in off the bench.
High. Pitch is outside.
And McMunch is going to ground that one right for Lloyd. Throw to Bison in time. Hoon McMunch coming up from Leighton Park, the Lowlanders. We've got a 351. And back to the 53 here in the season as well. That was Benmore Stramplesen flying that one out, and with 2 outs, it's Chesty Sliders. Feel like a little bit of a run for the Dutchmen couldn't hurt. They kind of feel the grip on the game that they had when it was 7-2 is not as tightly held anymore.
Outside. Too high.
But nonetheless, there's still plenty of baseball to be played. And that will be a walk of Widers, so Booty Quooks. A double, a strikeout. He's 1 for 4 today, and he's going to make it 1 for 5 as he records the 3rd out. And in comes the closer for Milwaukee. 3-run game means there is a save opportunity for Bood Hooges. Dash Buckman will come in as a fielding second baseman for Benmore Stramplesen. They both have their abilities to field. I wouldn't necessarily say one is more the hitting type, one is more the fielding type, but Buckman is a good fresh set of legs, as that's going to be out number 1. Goes right to Beanish Jackson, throw to Boyce Harden.
Strike.
And it does look like Sandy Carfax is at the plate, which is very surprising to me.
Foul.
As it would imply his intention to come back out to the...
Strike 3. You're out.
But I'm a bit miffed in this one. And Energy Midtown represents the final out of the game if they can get it. It's been 2 away so far. And it goes right through the glove of Hooges. He bobbles it for a second, composes himself, throws it away. 2. Boyce Harden for the win. And it's hop, hop, hop to the Dutchmen. A second win out of 2 from this series. And what a win. It got a little close at the end. But the final score of that one, the Boston Ruffians, 4 runs off of 7 hits. The Milwaukee Dutchmen, your winners, 7 runs off of 12 hits. And of course, what that means is that the Dutchmen have now won 3 in a row their last 3 games. That's a bit of a winning streak. They improved to 6 and 8. Boston dropped down to 5 and 9 in that one. The winning pitcher goes to Food Thoyd. Food Thoyd, who I believe that's not his first win of the season. He's actually picked up a win in relief before. Food Hooges getting the save, and loss goes to Gary Antoinette. And of course, we thank our friends at the Honeyweek Tobacco Company for providing us with the finest dandies of the day. The Honeyweek Tobacco Company, hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. Good for any occasion, a baseball game, a doctor's visit, or just an important meeting at the office or around the dinner table with your loving family. The third finest dandy today is Chesty Squiders, who went 1 for 4 with a double and 2 RBIs. Bustles Muxton is the second finest dandy with a home run and his only hit of the game, but he did have 3 runs batted in from that home run. But fair play and bully to Wiggly Bispo, who is the finest dandy of the day. He will get a complimentary carton of honey wheat cigarettes. Went 2 for 4 today, but both of them were home runs that accounted for 3 of the 4 runs scored by the Boston Ruffians. That is the Honeyweed Tobacco Company bringing us the finest dandies of the day, sponsoring all of the finest dandies of every game this season in the Continental League. The Honeyweed Tobacco Company reminding you always to smoke wheat every day. Well, the conclusion of this series does happen in 2 days' time, as I believe it will be Dave Dump McDan taking the mound for the Dutchmen. He will face off against Butters Velocidad, the rookie for the Ruffians. It should be a very good one in that one. But that will be in 2 days' time. And of course, as always, you can hear that here on Radio 9XM, Wisconsin Public Radio. I'm Ronald McSticks. And as always, bedankt voor het luisteren. Tot ziens.